the issue that about what Tumi said. Let's just quickly replay exactly what Tumi said. This is what happened on the show yesterday.
Apartheid was about oppression of black people. And after apartheid, we were told after 94 we're all one. As opposed to going, you broke down a people on skin color. Before you build them up, you're now saying they must just share with everybody and be friends with everybody.
We're all one.
It's like a child whose bicycle was taken forcefully away from him, and then you say to the bully, no, share the bike together. Don't be like that. Then the kid whose bike the bike was taken from doesn't feel like there's been retribution because the bully hasn't been punished, and on top of that, the bully's still being rewarded because he still gets to share the bike with
Exactly.
you, even though he took it from you forcefully and enjoyed it for the past hour. And now, I don't take that back. Here, and I'm going to say this slowly now. I don't take it back because I remember I was saying it's coming from people who don't want to talk about apartheid or talk it down. Like, why aren't you over it? Why aren't we past it? And I said, I'm explaining an anger. I'm explaining what is so serious about apartheid and why even today we still talk about race. For people to call me racist for saying that is unfair, because I don't see at which point in that do I say go out and punish white people, because this is what I've been told I said yesterday, and I take exception to that. I know myself. I am not a racist. I come from a history that labeled me. I will not be labeled now in my freedom. And everybody has the freedom of expression and the freedom of opinion. And I was raised by parents who spent time in jail fighting for this country. My mother would roll in her grave and my father would take me on and maybe even disown me if I was on air spewing racism and dividing a country. My issue is that people don't like to talk about apartheid, and you are allowed to have that opinion. You're allowed to feel like we don't want to talk about this thing. But when we start to talk about people who do divide the country on color lines, when you start to talk about people who are controversial and who continue the black-white fight, then I'm saying let's have context for everyone. I am not going to say I speak for a people, and I was very clear before I started speaking that I speak for myself and understand a certain perspective. And that's all I'm going to say on the issue. I don't apologize. I am not racist, because if I was, I don't understand why I would come, of all places, to Jacaranda FM. This country belongs to all South Africans, and we should all have a right to talk about these things. We're never going to get past it if we're going to be afraid to talk about it. We're never going to get past it if everybody's going to be up in arms defending themselves and fighting, instead of saying, I disagree with you on this part, or I disagree with you on that part. Not throw names at me, not threaten me, and not throw racist hatred at me in response to something I said from an honest place. I'm done.